That's okay. I'm back now. Your girl is back. Welcome to Lisa's Real Spill. And you know what we do over here? We keep it real. You know the deal. We keep it real over here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. What's going on, good people? What it do? What it do? If you hear noise in the background, you know they doing that the 4th of July thing. I don't celebrate it, but some people do, and that's their thing. That's on them. Okay. What's up? What's up, good people? What it do? Y'all know in this video on today, we are going to be touching on different topics. We just going to have an open conversation about different shit. Okay? I hope everybody's having a great day. Okay? I hope everybody is just, doing well. So much going on in the world. But I hope everybody's doing well. As for me, I'm doing well. Before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure it says all so that when I go live, you'll get notified. Okay? I had to drink me this cold water. I got nice cold water. It tastes so good. You heard me? But anyway, with that being said, let's go into some things, okay? You know, a lot of people have been talking about the Diddy thing. I ain't really been talking about it because I wasn't that invested in it, right? But one thing I do want to talk about is the way some people were acting with this whole thing about about this trial with him and stuff. You know, the way people was really acting, how some people were so aggressive about it. Listen, to each his own, to each his own. But let me tell you something. If you know that someone's doing wrong, okay, you need to look at the man in the mirror when you think that someone's doing something wrong and you think that it's okay. I don't care what it is, okay? Hello, Jordan. How are you? I don't care what it is that person may be doing wrong, but when you jump on the bandwagon and you want to support a person that's doing wrong, you need to look in the man in the mirror, because that means there's something within you that's off. Okay? There's something going on within you that's off. And you need to check yourself and find out what it is. Okay? Because, listen, the world is getting it's just so bad. Everything is just turned upside downwards. Good means bad and bad means good. That's what's going on right now with a lot of things. But you have to be held accountable for what you do. Okay? You got to be held accountable. And we need to wake up and recognize that. We need to learn how to think for ourselves. You have to use your own brain and think for yourself. Stop following people. Okay? Some of these people that's out here acting so crazy over this trial and everything, some of these people don't even know this man. They don't even know him. But they out here acting so crazy over it. I don't get it. I don't get it. We have to learn how to think for ourselves and do what's right for us. Oh, sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Jordan. My condolences. But we have to learn how to think for ourselves and recognize wrong is just wrong. And I want to say something else too, because one day we all have a judgment day coming. which means we all have to stand in front of the Most High and be judged. That's something we all need to think about. That one day we got to stand in front of the Most High Yah and be judged for the things that we have done. Okay? And so some of us really need to think about that. We all need to think about that. We really do. And me, myself included. We all need to think about that. Because some of the things that I see that goes on, it's just mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. I be like, what in the hell is going on in the world? We really got to start thinking, and we have to start, hi Bug, we really have to start thinking and learning to think for ourselves and stop following people. These celebrities, a lot of us don't even know these celebrities. Ain't never met them a day in our life. But we trying to stand up for them. And they, some of them wrong as two left shoes. But you trying to stand up for them and make them right. Come on, come on. We got to do better. We got to do better. If you wrong, you wrong. And it's just that simple. You wrong, you wrong. You have to deal with it. When you know you've been doing wrong, you got to deal with that. You have to deal with the consequences of being wrong. Seriously. I just don't understand what's going on. I don't get it. It's a lot going on in this world, and it's a lot of wicked stuff going on. It's a lot of wicked things going on. In the churches, there's a lot of wicked stuff going on. You know, I stopped going to church. Yes, I did. I stopped going to church because churches just made me so uncomfortable. And it made me feel like I wasn't in the right place, you know? And one thing I've learned, I can still support the Most High. I don't have to be in a church in order to support the Most High. You don't have to be in a church to support the Most High. When I started reading my word, I started finding a lot of things out. I found out that I don't have to break down the church doors in order to walk with God, in order to be righteous. I don't have to do that. And that's something that we got to learn. That's why I say it's important for us to read our word, because the word lets you know what's okay to do and what's not okay to do. So that's why you got to tap in and start reading your word and understanding what it's saying, or doing some research on it to so you'll know and understand what it's saying. But you got to start thinking we got to start thinking for ourselves. Stop letting the world control you. When you go along with things that you know is wrong, that means you're allowing worldly things to control your life. That's a problem right there. That's a big problem. When you allow the world to control you. That's something wrong with that. You got to stop letting these worldly things control you. Because everybody has a judgment day. We all going to stand in front of the Most High Yah. And we all have a judgment day coming. Do you want to go to hell in a handbasket? Because you don't want to do the right thing. You want to be out here doing worldly things. So you will feel like you fit in. So you will feel like you're a part of something. No, thank you. I don't want to send my soul to hell because I want to fit in. No, thank you. And that's what some people are doing. Some people are allowing the worldly things in the world, to control them. But at the end of the day, when you go up for judgment in front of the Most High Yah, right? When you go in front of the Most High Yah for judgment, what you going to tell them? Oh, I did that because, I was trying to fit in. I was trying to fit in with the people. That's why I did that. And you think that's going to be okay? You don't want your soul to go to hell. I'm telling you, you don't want that. You don't want that. So at some point in your life, you got to get it together. We have to, as people, we have to learn to be in control of our own life and stop letting the worldly things of the world control us. Like sex, men, women, alcohol, weed, dope, coke, crack. We have to stop letting these worldly things control us. Because that's what some of us do. I see so many people caught up in these worldly things. We caught up in the world of worldly things. And at some point, you got to get a hold of yourself. You really do. At some point, you have to get a hold of yourself. And you have to ask yourself, is this right? Am I doing the right thing? Is this right for me? Some of you know it's not right, but you just want to fit in. You want to satisfy your friends that you hang around. This is why some of us do the things that we do, because we want to, we trying to satisfy the friends that we hang with. When if they was really your friend, they wouldn't be wanting you to do anything. If it's going against the Most High, they wouldn't want you to do it if they was really your friend. A friend is somebody who wouldn't want to see you do wrong things or bad things. That's a real friend. But these times that we living in now, it's hard to find friends. It's hard to find a friend these days. The days that we living in today, it's really hard to find good people. It's hard to find a friend, a true friend. I had a friend, she passed away from a brain aneurysm. It busted. And she passed away. I haven't found a friend since. I haven't been able to find a good friend since. I haven't. Because they are really hard to find. A good friend is hard to find these days. People act like they're your friend and then flip-flop on you. Oh yeah, they'll flip-flop real quick on you. And when I meet people, there's feelings that I get that the Most High gave me. And I can feel you. I can stand there and talk to you for about 2 seconds. And I can feel who you are as a person. Don't take me long. And then I'll just leave you alone. Have a nice day. I'll just walk away. Because I already know who you are. I feel it. I feel it. And it's sad that you can't find good people. I'm not saying that it's none out here. I'm not saying I'm not saying to y'all that there's no good people out here, but what I am saying is that they hard to come by because there's so much wickedness going on. It's a lot of wickedness going on out here. It really is. And most people are caught up in it. That's where we get messed up at, because some of us are good people, but we allow wickedness to, we allow the wickedness to have us caught up in doing bad things, sleeping with different men or sleeping with different women, getting high, drinking. You have to learn how to say to yourself, is this something I really want to be doing? You have to learn how to make choices and decisions for you. Not just doing it because everybody else doing it. Not just doing it because you're trying to fit in and you trying to be, you want to fit in. You want to feel comfortable for other people. See, this is a problem for a lot of us. We're looking for validations from other people. You got validation within yourself. You don't need to look for validation from others. You have everything you need within you. But some of us we're looking for it. We're looking for validation from others. We want to fit in. We want to be a part of it. We want to be a part of something that's going on. We just want to be a part of something. At the end of the day, I want y'all to think about this. Think about this hard. When you leave this world, you're going to leave this world by yourself. When you go in front of the Most High Yah, you're going by yourself. The people that you're trying to get validation from will not be there with you. You'll be standing there by yourself. The same way we came in this world, it's the same way we going out. That's by ourselves. Won't nobody be standing there with us. We leaving here by ourselves. I want you to think about that. Because some of us are so caught up wanting to try to be, wanting to fit in and wanting to be with other people. Trying to make other people like us. And trying to get validation from other people. When at the end of the day, you leaving the same way you came in this world. By yourself. Ain't nobody gonna be there with you. Them same people that you looking for validation from, they not gonna be there with you. When you standing in front of the Most High on your judgment day, them people is not gonna be there with you. Think about that. Nobody save you from the Most High. I need you to think about that. You're gonna be there by yourself. The same way you came into the world. By yourself. We gotta get to a point where we respect ourselves. We gotta get to a point where it's though we are loyal to ourselves. Right? You gotta learn how to treat yourself. That's why some of us have a problem with the things that we do. That's why we so caught up into the worldly things, because we don't know how to treat ourselves. You got to get to that place where you know how to be loyal to you. You got to learn how to love you. You got to learn how to respect you. And that's something that some of us are not doing. We're not doing it. We don't have that much. Let me tell you something. With so many people that I talk to a lot of people. And a lot of people that I talk to don't have loyalty for themselves. They don't respect themselves. They don't love themselves. And a lot of people are in that situation because they broken and damaged. They broken and damaged. from things, from the worldly things, from things in this wicked world. They broken and damaged from the worldly things. Yeah. And that's why they in the shape they in. Good people, when are you going to wake up and recognize and start using your own brain, your own mind? Start being a free thinker, thinking for yourself, and stop letting people think for you. This internet, they got good things about this internet, but it's also some bad things about this internet. Because people are able to hide behind, hide behind these different avatars and stuff and do the things that they do. Oh, yeah. People are able to hide behind this stuff and do the things that they do. So this internet got some pros, but it damn sure got some cons too. And if you're not someone who is a free thinker, who uses their own mind to think for themselves, you're going to get caught up. You're going to get caught up. You're going to get caught up. You got to make a choice and a decision. What you going to do? See, because none of us know when our time is up. Listen, I'm 55, but that don't mean I'm going before somebody younger going. It's a lot of people out here younger than me that's leaving the earth every day. Every day, there's younger people that's leaving this earth. So listen, it ain't about age. Okay? It's not about age. It's about you as a person and what you gonna do. What are you gonna do? You know, you gotta make your mind up which way you gonna go. You going the right way or the wrong way. It's only two ways. Right? You going the right way or the wrong way, or you going up or you going down. And basically it's only two ways. When you look at all of it, it's only two ways, right or wrong, up or down. Like heaven and hell. You got to make a choice in the decision what you going to do. See, some of us think that we can repent. Excuse me, my water went down the wrong pipe. Some of us, right, we think that we can repent and then run back out into the world and live crazy and start sinning again and doing all kinds of stuff, and then come back later and repent again. That's not how that works. Let me enlighten you on something. That is not how that works. When you repent, you got to start trying to live your life righteously. You got to start walking with the Most High and trying to figure things out, trying to walk righteously. That means doing the right things. Doing the right things. Reading your word so you can strengthen your faith. So you can strengthen your walk, your righteous walk. That's what the word helps you do. The word helps your faith to become stronger, and it helps you to walk righteously. It strengthens your walk. It strengthens your talk. It strengthens everything that's righteous about you when you read the word. Praying, excuse me, praying also helps you to strengthen you. Excuse me, y'all. Praying also is something that strengthens you too. But you can't run to God and repent and say, "Oh, forgive me," and then jump up and go out there and start sinning all over again. Like it ain't nothing. And you know what I noticed though? A lot of people don't fear God. They don't have the fear of God in them. That's bad. That's what I've been noticing a lot of. People don't have the fear of God in them. For whatever the reason, people don't have the fear of God in them. And that's scary right there. That's scary. Let me tell you something. When I started to recognize about God, right? And I started recognizing that at one at it was a point where as though life was about God's word, his commandments, laws, right? And we were supposed to follow them. We were supposed to follow that. And when I found that out, as I got older and I started finding things out, that right there made me feel some type of way. Seriously, that we supposed to be, the commandments and the laws that God gave us. We supposed to abide by them. Man, that thing, whoo! I was like, what? Because I didn't know. It was something that I didn't know. I was like, what? Is this real? It was real, okay? That right there shook me up. It really did. Because I'm like, wow, we supposed to be obeying God, laws and commandments and stuff. But a lot of us are not doing it. And that really bothered me. When I really found out some things and how it was supposed to be when you walking with God, right? That really like bothered me because it was a lot I didn't know. But as I started to find out, I'm like, what? What? Is this for real? But as I started to read and recognize some things, it was real. We supposed to obey God, laws, and commandments. See, a lot of this stuff of the world, a lot of this stuff that's happening in the world today, it's not, how can I put it? It's not, it's trickery. It's really trickery, right? That's why you supposed to get as close to God, start reading the word, the laws and the commandments and stuff. Because a lot of things of the world today is trickery. It's a lot of trickery going on. So if you don't know the word, then that's why you get lost in the sauce. Like seriously, that's why some of us get lost in the sauce. And the sad part about it is some of us don't never find our way. Because we determined to do what we want to do. But there's consequences to doing what you want to do. Hear me out now. Hear me out. There's consequences for you doing what you want to do. When you get in front of the Most High Yah, there's consequences that we have to pay from not listening. And it's not going to be cute. It's not going to be cute. It's not going to be cute. That's why you need to start reading and praying and stuff and finding out what it's all about. And that's why some of us are so lost in the sauce, because we don't know what it's all about. That's why we don't take it serious. That's why some of us are walking around here and we're not scared. We're not scared of nothing. Man, I be shivering in my boots. And like I say, I'm trying to do things right in my life, but hey, I still don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm just doing what, doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing. But none of us know if we're going to make it or not. But you're supposed to at least try and put your best foot forward. But some of us just do what we do because we, just like I was talking to a woman one day and she said, "Oh, I can't live without sex." I'm like, "Really? You think that?" "Oh, I know that. I got to have me a man beside me." I said, "Oh, okay. Okay." She said, "You don't?" I said, "No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have to have a man beside me." But you know what? It's a lot of women that think like she think. Just like it's a lot of men that think like that. Like they gotta have a woman in their bed. And it's women that think they gotta have a man in their bed. And for real, you're not supposed to sleep with no one until you're married. You're really not supposed to be sleep with nobody till you're married. You're not supposed to have children and stuff till you're married. It's just the ways of the world, the worldly things have turned everything upside downwards. And people are doing whatever they want to do, however they want to do it. That's what they doing out here now. It don't even matter. But you know what? Sometimes something has to happen in people's life for them to get a rude awakening. Like seriously. Some people, you can't just talk to them. Some people has to have something to happen in their life to actually scare them straight. Scare straight, basically. It's sad that it's got to be that way, but for some people that's what you got to do. You got to scare them straight. And that's what God can do. He can scare you straight. Oh yeah, he can scare you straight now. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. He can scare you straight. They are having a ball with them the firecrackers and stuff. My cat out here with his head covered up. My daughter down there, she done calmed down some. But they are having a thing with these firecrackers and stuff. I tell you. I tell you. They having a ball with them firecrackers and stuff. They are. They can have it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you gotta get yourself in a position where you disconnect from the world and you start doing the things that the Most High needs you to do. But some of us are so hooked on what's happening in the world, right? We gotta have a drink. We gotta puff. We gotta smoke crack. We gotta do the dope. We gotta snort some coke. We gotta do it all. Because we want to fit in with the things, the worldly things that the world is doing. And you gotta come up out of that. You gotta come up out of that. You don't have to drink, you don't have to smoke or none of that. Let me tell you something. Like I think I shared with y'all, I am a recovering addict. I've been clean over 20 years. All praises to the Most High. I've been clean over 20 years, right? When I first started getting clean, I was like, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? How am I going to stay? You mean to tell me I got to stay clean for the rest of my life? How am I going to do this? I was upset because I was trying to figure out how I was going to do it. But it can be done. Let me say that again. It can be done. Now, I ain't going to go into my sex life, right? But I'm gonna put it like this. I haven't been with anybody in a minute for sex. Cause I don't have to have sex. Okay? And that's what you got. Listen, we gotta stop thinking that we gotta be a part, we gotta be hooked on to the things that's going on in the world. Because you don't. And you can still have a nice time. And you can still be respected. People will still respect you. Even if you're not caught up in the worldly things. You don't have to be caught up in all this stuff that's going on in the world. You making a choice and a decision to be connected to everything in the world. But you don't have to be. That's just your choice and your decision to be. Because of the people that you be around. That's got you thinking that, hey, this is the thing to do. This is the thing to do. Or you sitting back afraid somebody gonna tell you you boring. Girl, you don't do nothing. You boring. What is wrong with you? You don't do nothing. Is that what you scared of? You shouldn't be. If you living a righteous life, the only thing that you should be concerned about is the Most High. That's it, and that's all. You shouldn't even be worried about nothing else. Because at the end of the day, anything that goes on in my house, I don't worry and I don't stress. And it works out every time. Let me tell you something. Me and my daughter was in here one day, and my daughter had an appointment. And she waited till the last minute to tell me about it. So she was in here that morning. She was like, Dad, Ma, I don't have a way to get there, right? How come $30 popped up on my Cash App? I don't know where it came from. You heard me? I don't know where it came from. But $30 popped up on my Cash App. $30 popped up on my Cash App. No joke. I wish she was in here because I would ask her. $30 popped up on my Cash App out of nowhere. She was able to go to the doctors. God is amazing. Let me tell you something. My gas and electric bill just went up, sky high. Out, like in the blink of an eye, it just went up. I said, I'm not worried about it. It'll work out. My bill is high, but guess what? All praises to the Most High. It has not been clicked off. Seriously. It has not been clicked off. When you try to do right, when you do right by people and you do right, you know, with self, with the way you live and things like that, the Most High is amazing. He will show up and show out. And that's what I do. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be. But I try to live my life right. And I try to treat people right. I try to do the right things in my life. And that's what you got to do. You got to start living right. You can't be out here living reckless and crazy and stuff and expect, you know, when you need God, he just going to come. You got to build a personal relationship with God and ask him to come into your life and teach you some things, put you on the right path, show you the way. Ask them to show you the way. Yeah, please come into my life and show me the way. I don't understand it, but can you please show me the way? And he will come into your life. I don't understand how people can give everybody else the time of day, but won't give God 5 minutes. I don't get it. Some people can give everything, your man, your woman, everything. Just give everything around you all the time in the world, but won't give God 2 minutes. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just pray that this helped y'all, this little talk, pep talk that we had. I hope it helped you. I hope it gives y'all something to think about that makes you want to straighten your life out and do the right things. Because let me say this. When you do wrong, you know it comes back. When you do wrong things, it comes back. You can't be out here doing wrong things to people and doing wrong things in the world and think that it's whatever. I did it and it's whatever. Because it's not whatever. When you do wrong, wrong comes back to you. And let me say this, it don't come back the same way you did it. It comes back 10 times worse. Okay? Don't think for a minute that the wrong things that you're doing out here in the world, that you're getting away with it because ain't nothing happened yet. Ain't nothing happened yet. So some of you think that the wrong that you're doing, you're getting away with it. You're not. It's coming. It's going to come right back around to you. Trust and believe me. It's going to come right back around to you. The wrong that you are doing. It's coming. You ever heard that saying, everything you do comes back to you? Murphy's Law. Sure out to get you. You ever heard that? Murphy's Law. What goes around comes around. Everything you do comes back to you. What you put out in the universe is what comes back. That's a true statement. That is a true statement. And some of us are so caught up from trying to please other people. Trying to get validation from other people. And a lot of times the people that we trying to get validation from don't give a flute about you. They don't care nothing about you, for real, for real. But you want validation from them. And these people don't care nothing about you. You know, when are you going to make up in your mind? When are you going to start being concerned about you? When are you going to cut all those people off that don't mean you no good and start worrying about you? Worry about you. When are you going to stop worrying about everybody else and just start thinking about you? You put God first and then you. Because a lot of times, some of us got people in our circle that don't mean us no good. We got people in our circle that really don't care nothing about us. They just there taking up space. And then you wonder why nothing is moving good in a good direction in your life. Nothing is moving good in your life because you got too much bad energy hanging around you. You got too much bad energy hanging around you. That's why ain't nothing moving right. Ain't nothing gonna move right until you get rid of all that bad energy. Got to get rid of all that bad energy you got hanging around you. You got too much of it. All this bad energy hanging around you. And you expect for things to work out in your favor. You expect for things to work out to go good for you. When you sitting around with all this bad energy around you, it ain't gonna work like that. You got a clean house. You got to start getting rid of all that bad energy. All them people that don't mean you no good. You got to start getting rid of it. And see, for some of you, you don't want to be by yourself. You're scared to be alone. For whatever the reason, some people are scared to be alone. Some of you are scared to be alone. That's why you won't cut off all that bad energy you got sitting around in your circle. Because some of you are scared to be alone. And some of you are scared to be alone because you don't like the man in the mirror. The person in the mirror that you look at every day, some of you don't like that person. That's why you feel like you can't be alone. See, when you don't like yourself, you don't want to be alone with yourself, because what happens when you're by yourself? You think about you. You start to think about you when you're by yourself. And some of you don't want to do that because you don't like self. You don't like yourself. For whatever the reason, some people don't like their self. So the last thing they want to do is think about their self. But when you're by yourself, what happens? You start to think about you. And some people don't want to do that. Some people don't want to think, what? Some people don't want to think about their self. Some people don't want to think about their self because they know when they think about their self, nothing good comes up. Nothing good comes up. That's why a lot of people don't want to think about themselves. Because nothing good comes up. But you have to, at some point, you have to start connecting with you and working that out. So you can begin to love you. You can begin to appreciate you. You can begin to be loyal to you. You want to get to a place where as though you accept you for you. You want to get to a place where you love you. And when you get to that place and you start, connecting with yourself and making change within yourself, you're going to see a whole lot of things going to start to change and look different. Everything starts with you. It's up to you and what you want to do about you. It's up to you to make you a better you. It's up to you to get yourself to a place where you love you unconditionally. It's up to you to get yourself to a place where you are comfortable in your skin with you. Come on, somebody. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Who understands what I'm saying to them? Oh, yeah. It's time to stop playing. It's time to start getting real. That's why my channel is called Lisa's Real Spill. Because it's time to start being real with yourself. With yourself. time to start being real with yourself. It's time for you to start loving you. And it's time for you to look at you and know that you are somebody. Because God don't make no junk. It's time for you to start looking at yourself and know that you deserve the best. It's time for you to find validation within yourself and stop looking for it in other people. It's time for you to love yourself. Stop waiting and stop waiting and hesitating and procrastinating because time waits on nobody. And don't none of us know how much time we got left. Think about that. Think about that. Time waits on nobody. So what are you waiting for? Think about what I'm saying. Listen to this video and think about what I'm saying. It's time to make a difference. It's time to change our life. It's time for us to start being the best version of ourselves. I love you all. I come on here and I talk. I say the things that I say because I want to see you do better for yourself. It ain't about me. I just want to see you do better for you. I love you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Again, thanks for tapping in with Lisa Real Spill. And that's what we do over here. We get down to the real. I will holler at y'all on my next one. Keep your head up. Stay strong. And learn to love you. It all starts with you. I'll holler.